So I worked really, really hard. Within 3 months, I was in Crore Club, and in 7 months, I'm standing in front of you. Tried to play the game my way, but I was still in my comfort zone, so I kept doing it my way completely organically, and I could hardly make few lakh rupees. Because this is the game where you really have to listen to that one person who has done it time and again and prove to the world that this is how it is done.
I very firmly believe that personal branding is a form of self-love and self-care and truly valuing yourself. Do you agree with me? Yes, because that's like saying that you're not working on mental health and physical health, but that's working on your career health. Yes, that's exactly what personal branding does. And I have the right person here to be able to talk about her journey. She's a career branding coach. She's impacted more than 2 lakh lives in just the 3 years that she's been with the ILH family. In fact, if you really see how she's impacted people, it's actually been about 7 million people that she's impacted through her work. Okay, and she has earned a very handsome 1.5 crores just after coming to ILH. Yes, please give it up nice and loud. Wow. You're going to love this. She says that her top 3 achievements, accomplishments are definitely that she's a LinkedIn influencer, but also that she is the first crorepati in her family. That is big. Yeah? We all understand the power of that, right? And her third accomplishment is this sacred stage of recharge, that she's getting the ability to connect to such a large audience for the first time in her life from this sacred stage of recharge. You are going to have to support her with all your love. Please, let me tell you that her superpower, actually before her superpower, something she loves doing, okay? What she loves doing is acting, because as a youngster, she wanted to be an actor. So, guess what she does these days? She picks up, her favorite actors and their parts, and she stands in front of the mirror and she acts it out as though they were acting it out. Wow, isn't that amazing? But her superpower is most certainly her energy, because her energy suddenly makes you feel extremely confident and happy no matter which state you are in. Please help me welcome the career branding coach, Sakshi Chandrakar.
Love you all. 5th क्लास में रानी झांसी का रेसिटेशन हुआ था. After that, I'm standing now. इतने साल लग जाते हैं, by God मत लगाना, हाँ? So, okay, with the raise of your hands. How many of you have already started visualizing yourself on the stage right now? सबके हाथ खड़े होने चाहिए. This is easy, come on. I'll show you, I'll prove it to you, okay? And how many of you would like to know the simplest of the 3 steps that you all can actually take, and you could be the next speaker here on the next event? Want it? Very good. तो सुनो, ये करना है तो एनर्जी सुपर हाई चाहिए. चिल्लाना है, हल्ला करना है, तो जो चिल्लाएगा सबसे ज्यादा वो यहाँ जल्दी आएगा. Got it? Okay, loved it. Okay, so I'll tell you why am I able to share this with you is because Quantum Meet हुआ था February में, and I was sitting there in the audience with these lovely ladies, Harvi and Sonia, and one after another, both of them went on the stage, shared their story while I was still sitting there. I was like, why the hell are you only here, Sakshi? I'm like, acha, you do not deserve it anymore. So I committed to myself that next event, Sakshi, you got to be there on the stage. So I worked really, really hard. Within 3 months, I was in Crore Club, and in 7 months, I'm standing in front of you. So, so this is possible, है ना? अभी मैंने किया है. You all can do that. Okay. So let's come back to our 3 steps. Let's start that. Step number 1. ये उन्हीं के लिए जो सच में करना चाहते हैं, ठीक है? As Siddharth always says, na, if you do not want to read, if you do not want to commit, I give you 10 seconds to leave, mat jana. But I'll tell you. Okay, so the step number 1, as has been mentioned by each of the speakers today here, is surrender. Surrender to your mentor, surrender to the process. So I come from an image consultancy and soft skills training background, and I carried this air about myself that, अरे मैं तो trainer हूँ, क्या नहीं तो देना है, क्या है, सब कर लेंगे. But ऐसा नहीं होता है. How many of you think that you are trainers and you will be winning this game? हाँ, झूठ मत बोलो. हाँ, मुझे पता है सबको ऐसे लगता है. So I mean, at least I thought about this. So I tried to play the game my way, though I followed the system completely. I designed my course curriculum as per Siddharth's instructions. So, but I was still in my comfort zone, so I thought, मेरे हिसाब से कर लेती हूँ. So I kept doing it my way, completely organically, and I could hardly make few lakh rupees. Okay, and that's when समझ में आ गया अपन से गलती तो हो रही है, हाँ. So. So I'll give you one example here. Now, I'm sure many of you are masters of your own, craft. You probably have made a lot of money working in your training business. But this business is different. It's really different. You ask any of the quantum members, crorepatis, or Hall of Famers, this game is totally different. Because this is the game where you really have to listen to that one person who has done it time and again and prove to the world that this is how it is done. Okay? This is how it is done. Now, I'll give you one quick example here. So we all know about Mahabharata. In the war of Mahabharata, Duryodhan had the largest of the army, greatest of the warriors, and the best of the weapons. Yet, he lost. You know why? Because he chose to listen to Shakuni. And let me tell you, just like Duryodhan, I'm not comparing you with Duryodhan, of course, we are all Arjuns, don't worry. But the thing is that we all are skilled people, like really, really talented people out here. We think that we'll be able to do it on our own. But there is this Shakuni in and around each one of us. Sometimes it's in our head, in the form of ego, in the form of self-limiting beliefs, and वो बार बार आके बोलता है भांजे मत करो, भांजी मत करो. It could be in the form of your family, it could be form of your friends who are going to be guiding you in a different direction. But what did I say? You all have chosen to be here in ILH. You already are warriors. We all are Arjuns, and we have by default chosen our Krishna. So अभी सुनना ही तो है यार, और क्या करना है? So सबने बोला है, मैं अकेली नहीं हूँ, हाँ, मैं तो बस रैप अप कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे. सबने बोला है सरेंडर. एंड दूसरी चीज़ क्या बोली? डू नॉट यूज योर ब्रेन्स. इससे अच्छी कौन सी जगह है जहाँ दिमाग ही नहीं लगाना है अपना? Oh my God, I cannot tell you. So why am I able to tell you this? Is because when I surrendered, I reached 1.3 CR in just 13 months. जोर के. Okay, ये सब जो बैठे हैं 6, 5, 7 करोड़ बना के, that's okay, I understand. But मैं लास्ट में बताऊंगी एक और सीक्रेट. Okay, so are we all ready to surrender? सिद्धार्थ ने मुझे बोला था ऐसे मत बोलना. Sorry, मैं तो बोलूंगी. देखो अभी इसके बाद तो हम नहीं मिलने वाले हैं, है ना? मतलब कब मिलेंगे क्या पता. लीला ना गूंज जाना चाहिए हमारे हल्ले से, ठीक है? Before we leave this stage, I leave this stage and you leave this. I want you all to commit. Result चाहिए तो commitment must है, okay? So let's shout out loud. मैं धीरे बोल रही हूँ, आप लोग करना, जोर के चिल्लाना है. Raise your hands and everybody, I surrender. बोलेंगे? जोर के? चलो, on your mark, get set. सबके हाथ ऊपर, please, everyone. High energy. 1, 2, 3. I surrender. I love you all. Thank you so much. Okay, एक step हो गया अपना, हाँ, यहाँ आने की तैयारी, उधर से पीछे से आगे. Second step. Now, once you are going to be surrendering, Siddharth is going to be after your life. Become full stack brain, become world class, create world class product, become world class yourself. Webinar करो, ये करो, वो करो, YouTube बनाओ, podcast करो. And let me tell you, this is not going to be easy. This isn't easy for me. This isn't easy for any of the achievers. And I'm 100% sure this isn't easy for him either. But he's doing it because you got to do what you got to do. The question is, are you willing to do it? Are you? Yeah? I love you. Okay. So, when we decide about doing, the question here is, I've seen a lot of people who are like really skilled, talented, they create great products, they have great delivery and content and everything, yet they're not able to make money. You know what? Because they lack the will. They say, I'm doing my best. But let me be honest, in this game, best is not enough. But I'll give you a mantra today. Likh lo. Okay? If you really want to grow and succeed in this business, the mantra is very simple. I will do whatever it takes. I will do whatever it takes. Okay? So, as I said, I've seen people with all of these, they are not able to make money. When I say this, you have to understand that your will is sometimes equally or rather more important than your skill. Having said that, I am not at all lessening the importance of your skills. I also meet a lot of people who are extremely and strongly willed people who really want to create the difference in the world. However, they lack a lot of skills, which of course, which is totally fine. We all have evolved. We all have started with zero skill set. So everything is eventually going to work for you. But remember, skill पे भी बहुत काम करना पड़ेगा. Because if your preparation is mediocre, the results are definitely going to be mediocre only. And I'm 100% sure nobody is in for mediocrity. Are we? No. So the step number 2 is balance. Now shout out loud. क्या बोलना है? Mantra. What is the mantra I've given you? I am willing to do whatever it takes. 1, 2, 3, loud. I am willing to do whatever it takes. Amazing. 2 step khatam. Last step. Okay. Now this is the toughest. This is the place where most of you are going to say tata. Sach bol rahi hu main. This is the place where you might give up. This is the place where you will lose hope. But I tell you, I promise you मैंने किया है, इसलिए मैं बोल रही हूँ, if you do not give up here, if you take this one last step, there will be never no looking back. And before I tell you about this step, I want to ask you this question. Do you know why we all are sitting here in this room? FBR ticket खरीदी इसलिए है ना? I mean, of course, logical step है वो. But other than that, can you think about the reason why all of us are here? Okay, मुझे ये आंसर पता है, मैं बताती हूँ, रुको. So I'll tell you. Think about this. I mean, I'm sharing my perspective over here. I think we all are here today because a few years ago, one man took the courage, took the risk to sell his wife's jewelry, to invest in his own learning, to create the freedom business model for each one of us today. Just imagine that day, had Siddharth not taken this decision, had he thought, I think I should rather be doing another job. Or probably he would have thought that, no, I can't take my beloved wife's jewelry. Or probably Vanita wasn't in a very good mood or bola, do not dare touch my jewelry. You never know. But that day, thank you universe, thank you God, thank you, I love you, thank you Anita, thank you. And I know each one of us are full of gratitude for Siddharth, and every single day, at least hundreds of times, we thank Siddharth. But today I want and I request you all to stand for the one and only lady who was there when Siddharth needed her the most, and she deserves it. She deserves this applaud. We are here because she was there when he needed. Had she not been there, Siddharth had definitely not been here. I love you, Vanita. I love you. I can't tell you how huge respect I have for you. Thank you for making this possible. Thank you. Thank you so much. and one more exercise, हाँ? अभी सब खड़े हैं ना? एक दूसरे के हाथ पकड़ते हैं, चलो. Hold each other hands. Everyone. I want you all to close your eyes, okay? Think about that one person. That person could be standing by your side or maybe at home or wherever. That one person who was there when you took the risk. That one person who said, go for it, I am there for you. Karna yaar, main hoon tere saath. Now it could be your family member, it could be your spouse, your sibling, your parents, your friends, your beloved, anybody. I want you to close your eyes and thank them today. Thank you, because they were there, you are here. They will always be there. And we need to take this risk, not just for ourselves, but for all these people. And I'm sure my husband is going to be watching it later. I love you, Deven. I would have not been here had it not been because of your support and encouragement. I love you, my children, Adamya and Shubhan. I love you more than anything in this world. I know how many times you needed me, but I was not there. पर पैसे आएंगे ना, हम बहुत घूमेंगे, हम बहुत मजे करेंगे. This is why we all need more money. We need it for each other, for the lives of our people. अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है, बाकी है. बैठ जाओ. How was the experience? Promise ना उनके लिए करेंगे, हमेशा. Okay. So the third step is risk. We all have to take risk. We all are taking risk. ना मैं यहाँ से चलूँगी गिर जाऊँगी, मुझे क्या मालूम? हो जाएगा. बाहर निकलूँगी गिर जाऊँगी, क्या पता? But when we decide to take a risk, we choose it. And we know there is a positive future for that when we do that. Now, the question might be, second important thing here, there are a lot of people who say that, I'm making enough money, chalega na, 3 lakh, 5 lakh. I was one of them. I was happy with 1.5 lakh rupees every month. And I was just not growing and I was happy there. Bullshit. Kuch nahi hota 1.5 lakh mein, by God. So you need to make more money. Now I want you all to imagine one thing. Siddharth is a minimalist, we all know that. He doesn't need more, he of course probably need money, but we still see him in the same Nike t-shirts where white and blue पहन के बार-बार आ जाते हैं webinar में. He doesn't drink, he doesn't booze, he eats sattvic food, live a very simplistic life. Then why the hell does he need all this money? Imagine one day he decided कि नहीं भैया अपन तो बहुत काम कर लिए, मैं तो बीच पे जाऊंगा, सोऊंगा आराम से, मेरा तो सब सेटल्ड है. And he stops creating. He stops experimenting. He stops giving us templates. क्या होगी हमारी life? Imagine. Do you really think any of us would be able to imagine 1 CR a month? The potential that he is creating for each one of us. Do you think we are capable of thinking that way? He doesn't need to work, but he is working because he can make us live the life that we dream about. So stop thinking of less money. सबको करोड़पति बनना है. Every one of us. And not just for ourselves. Of course, we are going to be living our life. Friends, family, legacy, leadership, सबके लिए होगा. But I give you a bigger reason today. Your community is only as big as you are. Your community is only going to grow as much as you grow. Siddharth is growing, that's why we are growing. We need to keep working harder and grow and make more and more money so that we can actually influence these number of people. We can show them, अगर मैं कर सकती हूँ तो तुम तो 100% कर सकते हो यार. करो. I want my students to think bigger than life. They should be aspiring for bigger dreams, bigger goals, because just like us, जो हम वहाँ लास्ट में बैठ के दौड़ के आते हैं ना फर्स्ट सीट लेने के लिए, आज मैं डिजर्व करती हूँ, आराम से चल के आ रही हूँ यहाँ बैठने के लिए. क्या फीलिंग है यार. आई वॉन्ट ईच वन ऑफ देम टू हैव दैट फीलिंग. अब आप पूछोगे साक्षी इतना ज्ञान दे रहे हो, खुद भी कोई रिस्क लिया है कि नहीं? आई हैव अ प्रूफ हियर. हाँ, दिस इज लास्ट सिद्धार्थ, आई वोंट बोल रहा. सो लास्ट क्वांटम. No, not last quantum, sorry. Last August 2021, Siddharth launched his first quantum, okay? 6th of August Thank you, somebody reminded me of that day. So Siddharth was saying, and we were in the Hall of Fame meeting, and Siddharth was saying, so I'm going to be auditing your systems myself, you know? And I was like, really? Siddharth, PPT check karenge? Sales pitch check karenge? My God, मेरी तो life भी set है. I thought about that, and then he said, so the fees for this is just 5 lakh plus 90,000 GST. GST बहुत महंगा पड़ता है, my God. And I looked at my bank account. I only had 4.53 lakh rupees. Facebook ads चल रहे थे, 1 लाख उसमें भी जाना था. My husband's business wasn't doing very well, so I was supporting a little bit my family also. And I was about to go in shock कि ये तो गया मेरे हाथ से. And that's when Siddharth said, you only have to pay 50,000 to block the seat. I mean, भागो! I scratched my card, didn't work. I ran to my husband. I said, card दो, अपना मुझे ये करना है. So my husband was, are you sure? I said, listen, I've never been this sure in my life. You give me your card. That also didn't work. I called my brother. I said, भाई card दे दे. And my brother was, दीदी सुना सोच लिया, चुप कर सोचूंगी तो कर ही नहीं पाऊंगी तो card दे. 14th minute I was in quantum. My God, that was like, oh, my life changed. I cried, I laughed, I was shivering that time. And I told Siddharth, I only have this much money. And he said, Sakshi, thank God we are recording this. And I'm sure 6 months later you are going to be going back. मैं हर session में L3 में ये चलाती हूँ. देखो मैं कहाँ थी, मैं कहाँ पहुँच गई हूँ. So very rightly said, somebody na document, huh? Thank you Siddharth for getting that documented. So I'll tell you, I worked really hard. 2 months were very difficult. ये सारे दिग्गज, ये जो already cream था ना ILH का, ये सब पहुँच गया था अल्फा में. पहले ही पैसे बना रहे हो, हर दूसरे दिन ये सक्सेस स्टोरी, वो सक्सेस स्टोरी, बाय गॉड डर लगता था मुझे. So my first breakthrough came on November 27th, Black Friday. अभी आने वाला है, सब तैयारी कर लो. So Black Friday, I generated 5.38 lakhs, and I called up Siddharth. Siddharth, कितने पैसे हो गए मेरे पास? I had the quantum money 3 months में पूरा. I recovered that, and Siddharth said, I told you, no. He knows everything. पता नहीं क्या ही है इनके पास तो power. He knows everything. I worked really, really hard because every other quantum member was inspiring me. हर दिन एक रिजल्ट, हर दिन एक रिजल्ट. इससे पूछो क्या करना है, उससे पूछो क्या करना है. What a lovely community we have. Thank you so much, Sandeep, Sonia, Abhinav. Oh my God, किसका किसका नाम लूँ? Of course, Gaurav. Of course, Saurabh. Saurabh मुझे बहुत जलन होती थी. ये तो 3 CR पे थे भाई, अपन ने चालू ही नहीं किया था. Career niche है, same to same. Harvey, my idea queen. इनके बिना मैं नहीं हूँ कुछ भी नहीं हूँ. But 9 months, 93 lakhs, I reached 1 CR in the month of May. And the biggest news, suno, this month with Siddharth's blessings and of course, pray karte rehna. This month I'm going to be touching 2 CR. And this CR has come in less than 6 months. I am not going to stop. I will not allow any of you to stop. Will you stop? Never? Very good. So what do we have to do? Take risk. Show courage. Right? एक commitment हो जाए? Raise your hands. I am the biggest risk taker. चिल्लाएंगे, ठीक है? Everyone? I am the biggest risk taker! Last है यार, end तो करने दो अच्छे से. Okay. अभी तो हल्ला कर लिया ना, अभी थोड़ा शांत था. Okay. So I just want you all to leave with this one beautiful thought. Dr. Abdul Kalam once said, we all have a page in the history of the world. After this session, I want you all to ponder on what is it that you want people to read on that page. What is it that you want to be remembered for? Thank you so much.
Standing ovation for Sakshi Chandrakar. Amazing. How was that? Have you transcended? Yes. Turn to the person next to you, give them the high five and say, I have transcended. One more high five. Give the high five and say, I have transcended because of Sakshi.
Because of him.
No,
him
no, no.
And him. Surrender, हाँ. गलती से भी छोड़ा तो
Sakshi,
मैं बताती हूँ.
what I love about Sakshi is her authenticity, the innocence, and the willingness to do whatever it takes. I want all of you to give another round of applause for that. Those qualities in Sakshi. Yeah. And honestly, I can't believe you are speaking here after your 5th standard. Okay?
बहुत practice की मैंने.
No, you blaze the stage, the presence, the power, the way that you were just flowing. I mean, that shows that you're really operating from your heart. And you really love people and you care for them. Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you, Sakshi. Once
मैंने
more, a
बोला
big
था
round of
सिद्धार्थ
applause
को,
for
I will be your
Sakshi.
best student. Thank you, Siddharth. Thank you everyone.